Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. All of you are welcome in this Kartik Inspirations, and today the topic is Loving Krishna. Hare Krishna, please join us for Jai Radha Madhav prayers. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvardhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvardhari, Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today we are covering the topic on loving Krishna. So again, Lord Krishna, who is our eternal Father, and He is giving us so much. So it is just a loving reciprocation that we children can show and hear from the Shastras by the great devotees, the Vaishnava Acharyas, as how we can love Krishna. So please join us for Mangalacharan prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam, Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiriet, Shavatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtanaha, Hridayantastho hi abhadrani vidhunoti suhasatam, Nashta prayeshva bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatir uttam shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. Hare Krishna. So today, which verse are we covering? We are covering a very sweet verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 8, verse 45. Hare Krishna Devi, have we shared the link?
Yes, Prabhuji, the link is shared in the comments area.
Hare Krishna. So let's get started with this beautiful verse that teaches us who Lord Krishna is, how famous he is, yet at the same time, in a loving heart, how Mother Yashoda is seeing him. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.8.45. Traya chopanidashbhischa sankhya yogeshcha satvatahe upagiyamana mahatmyam hari samya tatmajam. Traya, by studying the three Vedas, Sam, Yajur and Atharva. Cha also. Upanidashbhischa, and by studying the Vedic knowledge of the Upanishads. Sankhya Yogehe, by reading the literature of Sankhya Yoga, cha, and Satvatahe, by the great sages and devotees, or by reading Vaishnava Tantra, Pancharatras, Upagiyamana Mahatmyam, whose glories are worshipped by all these Vedic literatures. Harim, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sa, she. Amanyat, considered ordinary. Atmajam, as her own son. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are studied through the three Vedas, the Upanishads, the literature of Sankhya Yoga and other Vaishnava literature. Yet Mother Yashoda considered that Supreme Person her ordinary child. Hare Krishna. Please join us for Guru Prati. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tadaham vande shigrum dinataranam om ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai shri guruve namah. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So dear devotees, we know from Krishna book, from reading Krishna book and Srimad Bhagavatam, how Shukdev Goswami is describing how baby Krishna and Balaram crawled, how they walked on their small legs, how they played with the cows and the calves. They would hold the tail of the calves and the calves, being pulled on their tail would run. So, they would be just gliding with them and, on the, being pulled by these calves, and they would be in the dirt and so forth. And everyone would see that such a sweet pastime. And we all know that how Krishna, Balaram and the cowherd boys, they would make a gang and they would go and steal butter. This butter represented the soft melted heart of the gopis, the elderly gopis who would prepare this butter just for Krishna so that he would come and steal. So we all want Lord Krishna to steal our heart. And here we are seeing how to make it happen. When we serve him with love, when we pay attention to what pleases him, what gives him pleasure, and also many other milk products. And how sometimes Lord Krishna, seeing that the pot was hanging too high, would pinch the babies, sleeping babies of these gopis, because he couldn't reach that. But then afterwards we also see that how they would make layers of boys would come on top of each other, so Lord Krishna could climb up and use a stone or some other object to break the pot and distribute that butter to all of his friends, even to the monkeys, while he himself is enjoying that sweet butter. That's the love of the gopis that Lord Krishna is accepting. So in this way, Shukdev Goswami has described so many naughty activities of Krishna and Balaram. We all know about this incident, a very common incident where Lord Krishna, he was stirring butter, it was on his face, it was on his hand, and Mother Yashoda catches him in that state. So what does he say? Maiya mori main nahi makhan khayo. So in a sweet way he is expressing that even the Dauji, the Balram, he is, not telling the truth. He is just against me. And he has smeared this butter on my face and on my hand. Another incident we hear is how Lord Krishna, when he was, eating butter and he was looking at his own reflection in a copper vessel, as he was seeing how beautiful it is, he's looking while eating butter, Mother Yashoda walked in. And so she said, "Oh, so I catch you. You're red-handed. You are eating butter." And Krishna, he would point to his reflection in the vessel. He would say, "No, Mother, it is he who is eating. It is he who put this butter on my face." And Mother Yashoda, seeing this sweet talk of Lord Krishna, would just smile and pick him up and just kiss him. So such loving pastime she is enjoying. And so of course we see that she has so much immense love for the Lordship. And Lordship is actually having this loving exchange to see how innocent children they talk. So he is showing us how innocent young children are and how they are talking. And when we hear their voices, sometimes very intelligently, it's very heartwarming. So that reminds me of an incident. We, means me, my wife and my older son, we were in a grocery store, giant here, and we were just walking through the aisle, and suddenly an old lady, she walked in front, and my son was pushing the cart. He was just 4 or 5 years old at that time, a toddler. And she said, "Oh, young man, you better be careful, you may hit someone." And he immediately said, "Oh, you, who's young man? You are a young lady." And that lady, just by that instant response, just smiled, and she blessed him instantly. She's like, "Oh, such a sweet boy." And she placed her hand. So this was a white lady. So again, we see that love has no boundaries. It doesn't have boundaries of color. It doesn't have boundaries of countries. It doesn't have boundaries of even thoughts. Rather, it just flows when somebody says something sweet to you. And there is a reciprocation. We human beings have this automatic reciprocation, but then we also see the same reciprocation in the animal kingdom, where we hear about so many instances where a tigress, she kills a monkey, but not realizing that monkey had a small baby. And now as soon as the tigress kills the monkey and realizes that there was a small baby, she takes on the responsibility of taking care of that baby, protecting that baby. Now even in animal kingdom we see such examples of loving exchanges, because love is our inherent quality. It is a quality that Lord Krishna, he accepts the most, as well as he appreciates the most. And who else to dovetail our love to than to Lord Krishna, who is all living, all loving. Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. In Bhagavad Gita he says that he is the best friend of all living entities. Hare Krishna. So here in this particular chapter, once again where the pastimes are described of Lord Krishna growing up, Mother Yashoda, one day Lord Balram came and said, "Mother, Krishna has eaten dirt." Now Krishna has eaten dirt was directly coming from cowherd boys, and especially Lord Balram. He is saying, the elder brother of Krishna. So she immediately, as a mother, would get worried, "Oh, my baby would get sick." So immediately went in front of Krishna. Now sometimes Acharyas, they explain the reason behind why Krishna ate dirt. And it is also very sweet reciprocation. Lord Krishna, he had been there, for many years, and he was saying, "Oh, the only reason I appeared was to deliver the burden of the earth. And I have not yet made any substantial effort to deliver this burden." And so he ate dirt by saying, "Okay, I'll eat dirt that will remove some burden from the earth." And this is a very sweet way Lord is reciprocating to Mother. "Don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to remove that burden," giving her that indication. So here, share in the comments, why were these cowherd boys complaining to Mother Yashoda? What is it that Lord Krishna has done? And why do you think that Mother Yashoda would come running to Krishna? Is she a chastising mother who just wants to punish? No, she is a very loving mother. And she is worried about Krishna. his health, his welfare. And she feels responsible for his care, so she wants to make sure that nothing troubles Krishna and Balaram. And so Lord Krishna, when he had eaten, and Lord Balaram is complaining. So Mother Yashoda will say, what? The cowherd boys, they complain against you. Even the elderly gopis complain against you. I see you playing naughty things. But this is serious. And Balaram is saying so. You must have done this. And Lord Krishna is saying, no, Mother, I have not eaten any dirt. And at that time, Mother Yashoda is saying, oh, if you have not eaten any dirt, then open your mouth, so I can see if there is any dirt in it. Right? So again, we also have similar Nasiri rhymes, where have you eaten sugar? And father asks and the baby says, ha ha ha. So again, that way, showing the mouth. So again, this is a pivotal reflection somewhat of this wonderful pastime that we see. And here, Lord Krishna, he is looking at his mother, understanding that what his mother's concerns are. This is her loving way of chastising him, to say, oh, you have eaten dirt. He is like, no, I have not eaten dirt. If you feel that I have eaten dirt, then I can open my mouth. Then she accepts the challenge and challenges him back. Okay, just open my mouth. You know why? He immediately responds, because if there is a moment that he may just gulp in the dirt. So she says, no, open your mouth immediately. She picks some in her lap, like a mother does, in a loving manner. Lord Krishna is seeing this. And then, as soon as Lord Krishna opens his mouth, what does she see? She sees the whole creation of this universe. She sees the universal form of the Lord. She sees all the elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, light. She sees continents. She sees oceans, seas. She sees great kingdoms. She sees so many things. And on top of that, she even sees herself holding Lord Krishna in her lap. Where is she seeing that? All she is seeing is within his mouth. She wanted to see if there is earth. Yes, there is earth, but that's the big earth, not the small dirt earth in his mouth. And so she is bewildered. And at that time, her true consciousness gets awakened, and she has two thoughts. What are the two possible thoughts she may have? One thought is, of course, she is thinking, oh, I'm just dreaming. This cannot be true. Then the second one is her realized state, where she is saying, oh, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am under false illusion. I am thinking that Nand Maharaj is my husband. I am thinking that Krishna Balaram are my children. I am thinking that I am, the queen of Vrindavan. I am thinking so, and I am thinking so, related to bodily relationship. Now, why has this happened? Because Krishna also sometimes feels like he has to reveal at the right moment. Now, Srila Prabhupada in the purport explains this amazing secret to us, that Lord Krishna, it doesn't matter which age or form he has all his potencies. When he appears, he appears with all his entourage. All the Vishnu Tattvas are in him. All the associates appear with him. All his weapons appear with him. All his devotees are all around him, his eternal associates, like the Gopa boys and many of the gopis. And in this way, when he's appearing, he's actually lifted the curtain of the Yoga Maya. So yes, when in the spiritual world, the devotees are covered by the Yoga Maya's potency, so that they don't engage with Lord Krishna in awe and reverence. That's in Vaikuntha. But in Vrindavan, Goloka, Dwarka, Mathura, even Ayodhya and so many other places, devotees are having loving exchange. For this, they have to forget that Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because that will include awe and reverence worship. While Lord wants to have a loving exchange. And in loving exchange, this awe and reverence becomes a hurdle. So he has lifted this, because Yoga Maya puts this. So yes, when people say in material world people are deluded thinking I am this body. And they work on sense gratification, that is material consciousness. But in spiritual world, all the associates of Lord Krishna, all the Vrijvasis, they are deluded from thinking that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. so that they don't have awe and reverence, and actually they understand that Lord Krishna is our Lalla. He is our dear Brajvasi, he is one of the boys, and he is so sweet, so that they can have loving exchanges with Lord Krishna. Gopis would say, "Oh, I'll give you sweetmeat, Krishna, if you dance." So Krishna would dance for them, so as to get that sweetmeats, little sweets. In this way, we see that how Shukdev Goswami is revealing the supremacy of Lord Shri Krishna, that even in that form, at the right moment, he decides to show Mother Yashoda his universal form. And now all of a sudden, she is getting the mood of awe and reverence. Now, as soon as the mother gets the mood of awe and reverence, what is he losing? He is losing that loving exchange. So immediately puts the curtain of Yogamaya, so that she forgets that this is, Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. And Mother Yashoda again thinking, "Oh, what am I thinking? This is my Lalla. This is my, baby Krishna. He is in my lap. I am holding him. I am just dreaming like that." And so she continues her loving exchange. So how to love Krishna? We see from the example of Mother Yashoda, who simply thinks that Lord Krishna is her baby. And she is lovingly having this exchange. So much so that in her love she has bound Lord Krishna. So in these Kartik times, we worship Lord Damodar. So again, Damodar form of the Lord, where he is allowing his mother to bind him with her love. The rope represents her love. And the rope is always 2 fingers short. So again, it is not that the rope could not connect with that. Again, to tie it, you need a couple of knots. And it was just short enough so that it could be tied properly. And it was 2 fingers short. 1 finger represents, the distance of 1 finger represents our endeavor. How we are serving the Lord. How we are chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And how Lord becomes merciful, seeing our reciprocation in love, because He is the first one who has given us all we have. And when as baby just wants to give little bit to the father, then the father becomes happy. Otherwise, what do we have? All we have has been provided to us by Krishna. And so thinking that we are giving something to Krishna is like trying to show a lamp to the sun. Yet at the same time, we see here that Lord Krishna, when he sees the love, when he sees the devotion with which we are serving, then he lovingly reciprocates by giving his mercy. And in this way, we see in this particular chapter, in this particular pastime, as whatever is unattainable by the prayers of the Brahmanas, the speculation of the Jnana yogis, the impersonalists, or the meditation of the yogis, Krishna is simply arrested by the love of Mother Yashoda. So this Kartik month, as we appreciate Radharani's mood of intense attraction for the loving affection for Lord Damodar, and how it was achieved by Mother Yashoda, and as we light the ghee lamp and offer Damodarashtakam prayers, we can only aspire and sincerely pray to Srimati Radharani to develop such pure love. We can pray to Mother Yashoda to develop such pure love. Eventually, sometimes by following in her footsteps, in their footsteps, and footsteps of the Guru and the Acharyas and the residents of Vrindavan. Hare Krishna. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.